Hi everyone, my name is Melissa and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm learning 5 languages, and in this video I'm going to talk about some of the mistakes that many language learners make during their learning journey. So please make sure to keep watching this video and subscribe me. So let's go. Number 1 mistake is waiting for perfect conditions and situations. Guys, I know many learners that they are waiting for a perfect condition to start learning their target language. They might believe that they need to travel to a foreign country or literally find the ideal language partner. But honestly guys, that's not gonna happen. Waiting for perfection can literally delay your progress, and it won't be effective because there is no perfect time that you can say, yeah, this is a perfect time for learning Spanish, this is a perfect time for learning German. So there is no perfect time, just start now. Start where you are right now. The second common mistake is overloading on resources. Guys, one common mistake that many language learners, including myself, often make is going overboard with resources, because it's so easy to fall into a trap of thinking that more resources equal faster progress. So at the end you might end up with a stock of textbook, tons of apps, tons of websites and hundreds of language courses. But here's the problem, guys. Having too many resources can overwhelm you and slow down your learning progress. It's wrong because when you have tons of resources, it's totally hard to stay organized and focused. And you might totally waste your time deciding what to study from which resource, and at the end up not making much progress. For example, if you want to learn German, you sign up into 3 different language courses and you have already 10 different YouTube channels. Well, the problem is the language is the same, but their methods are totally different by one, and at the end of the day you would be so confused and you don't know what is the truth of that grammar thing. You know what I mean? The solution is you have to choose 5 but high quality resources that works for you. Well, it's not gonna work best for everyone. It should work best for you and you have to stick with them. It's better to have 1, 2, 3 good resources and materials than having tons of them. Third common mistake is fear of speaking. This is the one that holds back many language learners. It's totally normal to feel a lot of anxiety about making mistakes or sounding awkward or mispronouncing something, using the grammar incorrectly when you start speaking a new language. But avoiding speaking is a mistake, because avoiding speaking practice would limit your ability to use the language in real life situations. Speaking is a really important skill, and avoiding it would totally limit your ability to learn and be fluent on that language. The solution is you have to remember 2 things. One is that it's actually okay to not be perfect. For example, now I'm studying French, but I haven't finished A1 yet. So the only things that I know is some basics, some daily basics and some numbers. But I don't not have to speak for like 10 minutes about a specific topic without saying one word incorrectly or mispronouncing less than 10 words. You just need to practice and speak as much as you can. And by the time when you are improving your skills, try to improve your speaking skills as well. And the second thing is, guys, remember, no one is totally fluent. Even native speakers in your target language makes mistake, makes a incorrect pronunciation during the speaking, and it's a natural part of learning process. And mistakes are the opportunities to learn and grow your skills, so don't be afraid of them. The fourth mistake is overlooking listening skills. The fourth common mistake is overlooking your listening skills. Well, yes, while reading and writing are really important, focusing only on those skills and ignoring your listening can leave you unprepared for real-life conversations. It's a mistake. Listening skills is so important for having an effective communication and understanding native speakers. It's the bridge that connects all language skills together. The solution is you have to listen actively, even if you hate listening something in your target language. Try to find a podcast that you are so excited to listen about that. If you are excited about the sport, try to find a podcast that they are talking about sports in your target language. Try to make it fun as much as possible. Try to watch different movies in your target language, or find the music that you love in that language. It will expose you to hear the spoken language, because in some languages they have a spoken language and another language that it's written in the books, and you will not read spoken language until you hear it. And then try to engage in active listening exercises every day, every week, to train your ear and your brain to have more understanding of the spoken language. And also remember, listening skills can make your pronunciation so much better, and you will be so familiar with too many slangs and too many words because you learn them while you in the real life context and sentence. So it will be really easy to remember and understand the exact meaning of those slangs, of those words, of those verbs, and you would get the exact usage of them. You would use that in the right position in your sentence. The number 5 common mistake is comparing yourself to others. This is another common mistake that many language learners make, is constantly comparing themselves to others, because that's really easy to feel so weird and overwhelmed when you are comparing your progress against someone else's. It's wrong, because everyone has different language learning journey, and it's a unique thing, and it has so many factors that can change the timing and the way they learn the language. And by just comparing yourself to others, you might experience self-doubt, anxiety, and frustration, and your focus might shift from your own learning journey to others. So it wouldn't be so much effective. The solution is you need to understand, as I said, everyone's language learning journey is so unique, and you need to only focus on your own personal progress, and you have to set individualized goals that fits to your needs, to your own needs. Learning a language has so many different factors, and it can be so different person by person. For example, if you are a native German speaker, learning Dutch can be so much easier for you than a native Japanese speaker. On the other hand, for a native Japanese speaker, it's so much easier to learn Chinese than a native German speaker. You know what I mean? So it's totally a wrong thing to comparing yourself to others. Someone may have time to study like 10 hours a day, but you might not have that much time, and your goal is totally different. Some people say, I got fluent in Spanish in 5 months, but what is the meaning of being fluent? Some people think it's enough for them to just learn some basics and they are kind of fluent in the language, but your definition of being fluent can be so much different. So that's why you need to understand that you don't need to judge yourself by seeing other people's progress. The mistake number 6 is memorizing vocabulary without using them. This is pretty common between language learners. They just get a random list of words. They write each word like 10 times, or like say them 10 times, and they would say like, I memorized them. Yes, you would memorize it, but you wouldn't learn it. By learning it, I mean you should know where to use it and where not to use it, and in which situations and in which sentence you should use it. The solution is you should learn new words in a sentence or in a real life context. And you have to engage in conversations or writing exercise that use those vocabulary that you want to learn. Or you can use flashcards or like other techniques that makes you remember it by sentence. You need to learn them in the sentence because that's the only way, unfortunately, that's the only way that you can learn them for a long time. And believe me, it looks so hard, but this would be so helpful for you and your skills that you would keep doing that after a while. This is the number 7, but it's the last one, but I think it's one of the most important ones. Setting unrealistic goals. Setting unrealistic language goals is a mistake that can result in frustration and getting tired so soon. While ambition is commendable, ensure that your goals are attainable. It's wrong because unrealistic goals can discourage learners from staying committed to their language studies. For example, please don't make your goals and write them like, yeah, I want to be fluent in Spanish in like 3 months, or like I want to be fluent in Japanese in 4 months. Try to make a specific and clear plan, and then try to make those in short time, like monthly and weekly plans. Because if you break that goal, you can exactly understand and manage the steps. For example, if you want to get A1 in Spanish by the end of 2023, we have 2 months and a half left. So you would say, okay, I need to know these things, and the other things to get and to reach A1 in Spanish. So we have 2 months and a half. You would share that in your monthly plan, and then for your monthly goals you would make it weekly plan that you would say like, I need to study that grammar thing in Saturday and the other one thing in Sunday, and then it would be a weekly plan. If you've done that, you would be closer to your to your monthly plan, and it would even make your main goal more realistic, and your route would be so clear that you won't be so confused, and you would get all of that. Alright guys, there you have it. These were some of the most common language learners' mistakes, and I tried to explain how can you avoid doing that. It's totally okay to make mistakes, and you have done any of them, it's okay. It's totally okay. That's how we learn and grow our self in the language. And for the end, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I would talk more about languages and many other tips. So don't forget, and please keep going and don't give up, because if you don't give up and you try to get better every day, you would be so much better in the end of the year. Thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next video. Bye.